Ryan Anderson here, the driver of Son of a Digger, and you're watching Rod Rod's Championship League.
What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and welcome to Stop 2 of Tour Blue here in the Showdown Champions League. Last week, we had the first stop of Tour Violet, and Matt Johnson and Max D killing it with 49 points, being the overall event champion there. Northern Nightmare in second, and Avenger in third. Those are the top three to look out for. Last time we were at Stop 1 of Tour Blue, Black Pearl and Steel Titan dominated, taking fastest qualifier and taking the racing win. It was close during best trick, but it was Megalodon and Pilor 89 who was on top. And then finally, to wrap it up with freestyle, it was Brutus and Angel Garcia getting his first freestyle win of the season. But at the end of it all, Steel Titan and Black Pearl was the overall event champion, gaining those 5 extra points, and now leading with 39 points. Megalodon in second with 28, and Dalmatian and Stabilizer tied for third with 26 points. Let's go ahead and get started with qualifying here in Stop 2 of Tour Blue. We are in Colorado this time around, and to lead us off, it is the freestyle winner from last time, Angel Garcia in Brutus. Now this is a short track, so it should be pretty simple, pretty easy, and pretty quick. It's really just one big turn, and you have tons of room, hardly any room for error. And right here, it's just going to be a straightaway all the way to the finish, so all within the smoke gates, everything's good to go. Let's see what Brutus's first time is going to be on the clock, and a 14.340 is going to be the time to beat, so he is the current leader going into his second attempt now. And Angel Garcia, again, currently in 5th place, would be, I guess, considered 4th, but 5th because there's a tie for 3rd. But so far, a pretty good start for Angel Garcia, again, taking that huge freestyle win with a 9.515 back in Death Valley in Stop 1, so hopefully that just means there's greater things to come for him this season. And it's going to be a good one to watch. His second time now, 14.180, so here's your current leader with that time, again, 14.180, as Little Drift 912 and Monster Mutt comes out now. And Monster Mutt, I believe, had a pretty good freestyle run and a pretty good score, as well as a best trick score. Almost took it, really. But again, Megalodon Pilor 89 came out with an amazing attempt and just, walked away with the win. Here we go, finishing the first qualifying time now, or attempt. And it's going to be a 14.466, so not enough to take that top spot away from Angel Garcia. So getting lined up for the second one now. And again, like I said, it's going to be it's a simple track in terms of racing, and there's going to be lots of room here, especially when it comes to best trick and to freestyle. So be sure to keep an eye out for lots of bicycles and long moonwalks or even slap wheelies. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see what these drivers have in store when it comes to best trick and freestyle later on in this competition. Looking forward to it. But here we go. Is the second time going to be enough? No. A 14.514 for Monster Mutt and Little Drift 912. So good enough for second place at the moment. Here comes Firefly in Gravedigger the Legend, seeing what they have in store this time. And again, pretty easy track. Looks like he's going a little bit wide. Maybe that's the trick here. I don't know. You can either cut it really close and stay on top of those smoke gates, and you could risk getting a disqualification, or not a disqualification, but a penalty. Or you can take it a little wide and see if that gives you some extra ground. A 14.394 for Gravedigger the Legend. So close, but again, not enough to take that top spot away from Angel Garcia and Brutus. But that is why you get 2 opportunities, 2 chances here in qualifying to get a time better from your first one. And just hope to get that top spot, or at least a spot to get you in the top 4, to at least get a bye run and not have to race in round 1. So there's different benefits to all this. You don't have to be the fastest, although that is the best benefit, being the fastest. 14.224 for Gravedigger the Legend, so good enough for second. Monster Mutt moving down to 3rd place. Here comes Drift Boy 912, seeing if he can do better than his sister in Monster Mutt. El Toro Loco, again, rocking them horns this season, or at least in this competition. Really well known in the Steel Titans League and was an Arena Series champion there. So hoping to bring some of that success here in the Showdown Champions League, finishing the first run here. And a 14.349, so not bad, not bad. We're starting to see a good collection here of times. They're pretty close, so really it's all going to come down to very minor adjustments and really just figuring out the science between these trucks and this track and just finding the best possible routes. I believe in NASCAR, I forget what it's called, but it's just finding that that route that fits every single time, and that is perfect every single time for the best time, for the perfect time, for the perfect route. So that's really what you have to find in this simple track here. 14.282 for El Toro Loco. So I think he's pushing Monster Mutt down to 4th now as he moves into that 3rd place spot. Here comes Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers, seeing what she has in store. Again, a familiar face to the channel, and made quite a name for herself in other competitions. Again, the Steel Titans League, or Steel Titans Series, is where she made her name and gained a lot of traction there. So let's see, again, hopefully carrying that success into this series. And so far, again, she's tied for 3rd, 14.484 for her first time, but she's currently tied for 3rd place with Lucas Stabilizer and Cecily 96, which is no stranger to her, as she's competed with her in the past, or really against her in the past. Here we go, the 2nd time now, and again, rocking that beautiful baby blue Team Ice body. And you gotta love it. It's a nice spin on the truck, and definitely something different to look at. Looks like she went for a different approach here and went a little closer on that inside line, and 14.642. So some kind of slip up may have happened there. I don't know, but it's not going to be enough to take that top spot away from Angel Garcia. He's hanging on to that for dear life. Here comes Taz, 2009 in higher education. Last time around had some issues in qualifying where he was only able to get 1 run in. So hopefully those gremlins don't come back and he's able to compete for a second time, or I guess get a second attempt in qualifying. But the first time here is going to be a 14.398. And looks like we are stuck in a delay again, waiting for an update, thinking that it's going to be the same thing. The gremlins are back here in Colorado, and higher education will not be able to perform a second attempt in qualifying. So we will go with his first time as we move on to worst COD player in Son of a Digger. Saying what he has in store, had a wild ride in best trick, was only able to perform one stunt, if you will, when it came to best trick. That first hit must have been a little too gnarly for him, and that was all he was able to compete. When it came to freestyle, though, had a great run, cut a little short, though. I believe he may have gotten too close to the barrier, or really on the barrier, and that's what kind of killed the run for him. 14.737 for his first time. So let's see if the second one can be a little bit better than that. Again, 14.180 is the time to beat set by Brutus and Angel Garcia. So all these times within the 14-second range, they're pretty close to each other. Again, it's just finding that optimal route. Here, it's a simple track, but it's just finding and tweaking whatever you can possible to give you those extra milliseconds of time. And here you go, 14.340, so a huge difference from his first one, but not enough to take that lead. Here comes Pilar 89 in Megalodon, and made it to the semifinal round in racing last time, and I believe was second fastest behind Black Pearl. So really putting on quite a show in the first stop, again getting that best trick win. And right now he is at the heels of Black Pearl. Black Pearl kind of has a pretty good lead over Megalodon, but still, I mean, it's anybody's race at this point around. It's only the second stop of the season, and there you go, 13.965 for Megalodon. So he has taken the lead here in qualifying and has knocked out Angel Garcia of that top spot. So we've broken into the 13-second range, and we have 2 more trucks to go after Pilar 89's second attempt. So kind of makes you wonder, what did he do different here? Right here you can see he's really hugging that line, but not staying on top of those smoke gates. So it's just finding that optimal route, and I'm sure that's all it's going to take. But here we go. Is the second time going to be faster? No, 14.114, so still faster than Angel Garcia's fastest time. But that 13-second time that he had in his first attempt is going to be the one on top right now. Cecily 96 and Lucas Stabilizer come out, looking to see what she has in store. She had a pretty bad qualifying run in the first stop, but then she came back and put all that behind her and took that second spot in racing, was runner-up in the championship round against Black Pearl. So hopefully she can redeem herself here and come out on top with a racing win. 14.282 for Cecily 96, and if I'm not mistaken, that is good for, I believe, third place. So still staying within that top 4 range. Again, that's probably where you want to be, because it gets you that bye run into the second round regardless. So there's benefits to it right here. Going a little too crazy in that turn. Hopefully it doesn't kill her run, but she's hugging that line and going for hopefully a better time here. Let's see if that's going to do the trick or not. Again, when she started, she went a little too wide, and that may have killed her time. It did, 14.365. So we're going to go with the 14.282, and she will not take the lead. Here comes Black Pearl and Steel Titan, your current leader in the overall points for the season. He's killing it right now. But again, it's anybody's game. It's only the second stop. But look at him. He's going for that, hugging that inside line and hoping to beat Megalodon's time. So is it gonna be enough to knock out Megalodon and close a 13.990? So he's right there. Another 13-second time. This guy is crazy fast, but Megalodon is just that little bit faster than Black Pearl. Can this second attempt be the one to put him on top, or will Megalodon take the fastest qualifier win here in Colorado? Again, hugging that line, staying as close as he can, but avoiding any penalties. And he's on the straightaway now. It's all going to come down to this. Who is going to be your fastest qualifier here in Colorado? And it looks like it's not going to be Black Pearl. It's going to be Megalodon, and Pilor89 taking that top spot in qualifying with a 13.965. So close, but yet not enough for Steel Titan to take it. So Pilor89 getting those 10 crucial points that he needs in this competition. This is the racing bracket after all that, the W racing bracket. So be sure to use code Project ROD to receive 10% off of your W Energy order. Be better with W Energy. Megalodon getting that bye run all the way to the semifinal round. This is the leaderboards after all that. So still 9 points behind Black Pearl, but plenty of time to make that up. Lucas Stabilizer and Brutus now tied as Dalmatian goes down one more spot. This is the overall event championship leaderboards for this stop. Again, it's going to mimic that of this competition, but next is racing. Be sure to check it out and see who is going to be on top. Can Black Pearl go back to back, or will Megalodon take the win? Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more, and we'll see you in racing.